Good afternoon once again. This is the final video for the project series to explain the rubric for the presentation. So the presentation will be a recorded 8 to 10 minute video with you visible and dressed professionally. You will use Microsoft PowerPoint to display and present your work, and it will include a brief introduction, which will be 1 minute, a portion where you will present your cover letter, which will be 2 to 2.5 minutes. You will present your resume, 2 to 2.5 minutes. You will present your budget, 2 to 2.5 minutes, and you will wrap up and have a closing 1 minute. So the total would be 10 minutes. So I'm going to go through the rubric here. You can use any type of software. You can use your own laptop's webcam to record the presentation. You can use your OBS, which is a free software that I'm using right now to create these videos for you. You can go live on YouTube and then record it and post it to YouTube and then provide me the link for it that way. You can do if you have the ability to record a Google Meet session, you could use that. You could also use Zoom and open up a Zoom meeting and record this yourself. Remember that you must be visible. So usually the first question people ask is, "Sir, do I have to be in it?" Well, the words "you must be visible" and "dressed professionally," that pretty much sums it up. You are required to be seen in the video, okay? And when you are presenting, you're going to be presenting your slides in presentation view, okay? We will have a class or a consultation session, and you will have some videos that will provide you assistance in creating the presentation, okay? So what I will do is I'm going to scroll down to the presentation rubric, and basically what it tells you here is that the presentation requires students to be on camera and have a professional presentation display software to highlight key parts of the project. You're not going to be recording your image on slides and submitting a PowerPoint. You need to submit some sort of a video, whether it's an MPEG, an MKV file. It needs to be some sort of a video file that you're going to be submitting, right? So when you submit it, you're going to basically be submitting a Word document, which will be a link to your actual video, which will be stored on Google Drive, or it could be stored on YouTube. You typically will not send in an actual video because the file would be too large at 8 to 10 minutes to be able to submit it through Moodle and for me to be able to open it. So your slides must maintain a professional look using the 7x7 rule, which is no more than 7 lines of text or 7 words in a line, with graphics that will enhance the presentation. Your presentation will start and end on time and be between 8 to 10 minutes. You'll notice that as you go over or under, you will start to lose points. Anything less than 5 minutes will be, you will get a 1. If you don't submit a presentation, you will get a 0. Okay. Eye contact. The presenter does not read from the slides. Maintains audience eye contact. So when you are presenting, you should be staring at the camera, not at your slides, right? So you can look at your slides, and your bullet points there will generate your memory to be able to talk about the pieces that you have submitted, right? You can scroll through the images that you have there. You can use some images of your actual of your presentation. So you could take a picture of your say, for example, your cover letter. You take a picture of that, and then you could put some bullet points with some arrows pointing to key parts to make sure that you discuss it and explain why you put what you put in there, why you formatted it this way, why you chose that type of resume. When you're doing the budget, you're going to explain the formulas that you used. So each piece, you're going to explain what you did in creating those, how you came up with that content, and how you came up with the format, right? And the style that you chose. The content is covered in detail without errors, omissions, or false information. So whatever you tell me is based upon what you actually are submitting. You will keep your tone even. You won't have it too low. You won't have any background noise, no babies crying, no dogs barking, no chickens clucking, things like that. You're going to have to make sure you get a quiet place and a quiet time that you do your video. Remember, your video can be done repeatedly, so you can do it over and over and over till you get it right. Make sure before you submit it, you listen to it so you don't have any problems. Make sure you are dressed professionally and that you maintain a professional virtual presence as well. So that means what you are showing me on the screen is something professional, and then you're also you also, whatever part of you is on camera. So if it's typically your torso, then you want to make sure that you're dressed appropriately. Business, right? As if you're applying for a position or you're presenting yourself to a board that's going to be making the decision to hire you. And again, this is worth 20 points, right? So you can see that the total comes out to 16, 16, 20 for the budget, 20 for the presentation, comes out to 72 points completely. Now, also, you will notice that on the actual end of the course where the project resources are listed, you will notice that there is resume resources, cover letter resources, monthly budget resources, and presentation resources. So how to make a PowerPoint video is already there, how to record using Google Meet in the free version 2022, how to post your first video to YouTube. So each one of these sections has information for you that will provide you with examples and guides and step-by-step to walk through, including the presentation. Plus, we will also have a consultation session prior to the project being due. This will be after your 2 assignments have been submitted and all your quizzes are done. We will have a presentation, a consultation session where we will discuss specifically how you should handle your presentation, right? It's important that you come to the consultation sessions to ask questions about the project if you're unclear, because remember, the project is the biggest part of your total grade. 30 points, right? 30% of your total grade. Thank you very much, folks. Have a great day.